Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to another installment of my weekly vlog series, Live Your Dream. So if you're someone who has a dream and you want to make it come true and you're not quite sure how to get started going about that, this is where I share what I'm learning in my journey as an artist, as a voice coach, as someone who is all about pursuing what truly matters to me, going after my dreams, and creating a worthy and meaningful purpose for myself. And it's definitely not an easy journey, so wherever you are in your journey, it is going to be challenging, it's going to be difficult, and I'm here every single week at the very least, showing up to let you know that you are not alone. So if you have questions about the process and about the journey, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can also write to me through any one of my social media links which you see in the write-ups attached to these videos. So this past week I was hanging out with a friend and we had quite an interesting conversation about a lot of things basically. But one of the things that really stuck out for me was our idea of success and what does that really mean for each person. So to give you a little bit of a background, my friend has a day job in a corporate kind of setting, like a full-time regular kind of, regular office hours kind of day job. But she is an artist and she hasn't really taken steps to try and like do the artist thing, at least not like actively and on a consistent basis. So she's at the moment kind of contemplating her direction in life, I guess, and feeling a sense of worry and anxiety, and she's not exactly sure why that's the case. But anyway, we were just having conversation around all these things. And so the topic of success came about because she referred to me and another friend of ours who is also like a freelancer, full-time freelancer artist person, doing quite different stuff from me, but still the idea of the two of us kind of just being doing the things that we enjoy and going after our dreams as an artist, I guess. So to this friend, she basically perceives me and the other full-time freelance artist friend as having some success in this area. And so I asked her, okay, what do you mean by what does this success mean to you then? And what she shared was that, well, success to her means doing something that you love or being able to do something that she enjoys. And that really struck me as interesting for a moment, because I started to wonder, when we share our definition of success, is it also a reflection of something that we haven't quite achieved yet? And that's why we perceive it as an indicator of success. And I'm not talking about like, the conventional definition of success, which, we are told to believe as we're growing up in society, that, being successful means having like a lot of money, or having a lot of recognition, or having a lot of status and power and all that. Like in Singapore we have what we call the 5 C's, and that has been like, I guess, the conventional definition of success here in Singapore. So like having a condominium, having a car, having cash, having credit cards, and I suddenly for the life of me cannot remember the last C. But basically you get the idea, right? So we have this idea of success that has been kind of, we've been conditioned to see success a certain way just because this is the way society has shaped us, or the way our family has shaped us. Okay. But put that aside for a moment. Put aside that notion of success, okay? And think about, what does success really mean to you personally? And this definition of success can be a very specific thing. In fact, it is actually a very specific thing, whether you're aware of it or not. So I asked myself the question too, as I was talking to this friend, what does success really mean to me? And the answer that came to me was that, I would be able to do whatever it is that I love and be able to make a living out of it, so that I don't have to go and do something else that, I don't quite love, and then I just to earn money. So I want to be able to do what I love and make a living out of it. And I also want my work to be recognized and to be known and to have an impact in the world. I don't want to be like known for me, but I want to be known for my work, and I want my work to say something that makes a difference in somebody else's life, and that, you know, when people look at it, they get this sense of like, you know, wow, you know, something shifts in their perspective, something shifts in their reality, or something like that. And then that's when I realized that, you know, based on what my friends shared and based on what I shared, our ideas of success are also a reflection of what it is that we really want right now in our lives, that we are missing right now in our lives, and that's why we are hoping for it or striving towards it. And that was our definition of success, which means then that, again, you know, just have two data points here, so I don't know how true this is, but I think, you know, I think there is some truth here, but I'm not entirely 100% sure, okay? I realized then that what if, you know, whatever definition of success that we have, okay, and I don't mean, again, I don't mean the conventional definition, I mean like your own personal definition of success. If we were to ask ourselves that question, what does success really mean to me? And the answer that you give, you know, try to make it as specific as possible, like try to dig a little bit deeper. So like, you know, in my case, it's not just about doing what I love, but it's also about doing what I love, being able to make a full-time living from it, and making an impact in the world through the work that I create. Like, that is very specific. So that actually reflects what it is that I am missing right now, what it is that I am wanting to work towards right now, what is it that I'm aiming towards right now, which then informs us what exactly do we need to focus on, what exactly is our number one goal or number one dream right now that isn't related to what society says you should do, but rather something that truly matters to you and something that you truly want. So with my friend, obviously when she's, you know, saying that me and this other person are successful because to her success is being able to do what we love, it's obviously an indication that she wants to do what she loves, but she feels that she cannot. And so, you know, what she needs to work on then is how to be able to get past whatever internal barriers, internal and external barriers, to be able to create a life where she is doing something that she loves in order for her to feel that she is successful. And for me then, you know, it's how do I get my work to a level that it can create that kind of impact that I'm hoping to create. And as I further reflected upon this and looking back on my own journey, I realized that 10 years ago, when I had just reconnected to my dream of being an artist, my childhood dream of being an artist, which I was discouraged from, if you had asked me then what my definition of success would be, what does success really mean to me back then as a, you know, aspiring artist, I would have shared something along the lines of having a solo exhibition. And that was exactly what I really wanted and what I needed to do. And that was exactly what I did. I did my first solo exhibition. I mean, it took a year plus to actually get to that point of actually doing the exhibition, and a whole other, you know, range of things that happened. But basically, what I'm saying and what I'm sharing today is that if you were to ask yourself what is your definition of success, what does it really, 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 really mean to you personally, and nothing to do with all the conventional things that we have been fed, but whatever it means to you personally, and dig deeper into that, it could actually give you a clue as to what is it that you really want in your life. What is your biggest goal right now? What is the number one thing that you need to work on such that you can get closer to that dream of yours? I have no idea, again, if this is really true or not, but I would encourage you to just try. And then if you find that, you know, by asking yourself that question and digging deeper, and it is really the thing that you need to work on right now, or it gives you some clue or some direction as to where you need to focus your energy and your time on right now, let me know in the comments, so at least I can, you know, have more data points around this, and we can even have a conversation around that if you are up for it as well. So if you have enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can also write to me through any one of my social media links which you see in the write-ups attached to these videos. And I will see you next week.